Hey, David. Well, a very interesting chat with Rick Gonzalez just on the phone right now from AbbVie, and a few more details about how they were thinking about going into this. We also talked about AbbVie's share price reaction. It was down 15% just now. It's kind of been steadily decreasing throughout the day. And he said he wasn't surprised by that reaction, saying actually, quote, "I can't think of a single scenario where AbbVie isn't better off than without Allergan," kind of defending it there. But saying, with these big deals, you often get this kind of reaction from shareholders initially. And he compared it with AbbVie's acquisition of Pharmacyclics a number of years ago for about $20 billion. That really surprised the market, particularly with its size. But people have come around to seeing that as a pretty good deal. But AbbVie down about 16% as people are digesting this now. So he's saying the company's going to be better off. A few things he wanted to point out, saying that it ensures their ability to drive what he calls top-tier growth. As you pointed out, protects against the loss of Humira exclusivity in 2023. And he said it also adds additional franchises for growth to the company, pointing specifically to, obviously, Botox and medical aesthetics. But he also said he likes the company's neurology franchise, where they've got Botox for migraine and some other experimental migraine drugs. He likes their GI, gastrointestinal disorder franchise, as well as women's health, which had been a little bit out of favor for Allergan, and they were looking to sell it, of course. So he said there had been kind of a taint on that business that he said actually fits pretty well with AbbVie's business. He also gave me some more details about the timeline of the deal that kind of complements the reporting, David, that you've been doing, showing that this started maybe 5 to 6 or 6 to 7 weeks ago. He said from AbbVie's perspective, they had gone into a strategic process with the board a little more than a year ago to look at strategic alternatives for the company. He said it was in March that he first approached Brent Saunders, called him as AbbVie was going through a number of different options and said, look, if you're ever in a situation where you're going to consider strategic alternatives, why don't you give me a call and we can talk about those. He said in the third week of April, he approached him. They actually met in Chicago, and he reviewed conceptually how he was thinking about this transaction. I asked him, did they look at other potential big deals of this size? Because as you said, they had ruled out that string of pearls idea, decided on a big deal like this one. So were there other targets they looked at? He said, of course. You don't always only look at one target, but he wouldn't tell me, of course, what those were, guys. So interesting deal today. We'll bring you any more we get. Back to you.
Yeah, well, that stock reaction, I mean, yes, you do sometimes certainly see a significant sale, particularly when people are surprised, Meg. But I will also point out, losing almost 16% of your market value when you announce a deal is not exactly an ideal way to begin. They're going to have to do a lot more communicating with their shareholder base, it would seem, in order to sort of explain some of the things that Mr. Gonzalez was trying to lay out to you as to why this is the better way to go, given this was a $100 stock not that long ago.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems like people are becoming less excited about it as the day goes on. After we saw the call, the stock's been declining since then. It wasn't down quite as much before the call, so not going in the right direction right now.